Whoa. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Thursday night Synth live stream. This time I got the actual title right, so, I'm an all-star. What are we doing this week, you ask? Well, as you can hear from the music, this is the most wholesome live stream on YouTube. Major chords only, guys. Major chords only. The Korg Opsix FML-ivestream. So we'll get into that. Amazing synthesizer. Amazing synthesizer. Of course. We have our... whatever the heck this says. I'm not looking at the computer, so I have no idea. There's things here. Of course, synth banter hour to start. Then Behringer Monopoly. We're gonna have participation from the audience, and then this other Behringer thing, and then of course classic synth at the end. So sit back, relax, listen to the major chords. Let's modulate them. It's quality content, guys. Quality content. How annoying can that get pretty soon? Oh, I didn't even bring my dang... Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, I gotta do the chat from my phone now, which is really engaging, as you guys can see. Super, super engaging. But I can't look over here while I do it, so I gotta do it on the phone. Well, don't worry, we'll turn it down. Nobody will know. Nobody will know that I'm actually using my phone. Oh yeah. Whoa, a lot of people in here. What up, guys? Trader to the living, what's up? Glad you could catch the live stream. Analog Weapon, what is up? Let's see. Thoughts on the size? Bagel of the Future says, I thought they were making a bigger one. Well, here's the thing. This is about half the size of the prototype from NAMM 2020 now? Yeah, it was 2020 NAMM. So yeah, this is like half the size of the one from NAMM 2020. Gonna do this. It's not. There we go. That's a nice. How about that nice soft sound, guys? Oh, that is wholesome. Super wholesome. Wow. You know, it's great to be alive, guys. Let's all just really take it in. You know, it's amazing time to be here. Nothing is going on in the world. Everything is perfect. Synthesizers are cheaper than ever. Behringer drops a synth almost every minute. It's just so happy. I'm so happy to be here. I even forgot my Gingabeer in the fridge. I don't care. Life is great. Man, it is great. The key of C is amazing. Isn't it, guys? Oh man, it's amazing. Wow. Somebody dropped a super chat. That is a lot of money. I am so excited. Oh, let's sing it. Let's sing it together. Thank you for the 1999 super chat. Let's go up an octave, guys. Thank you for the 1999 super chat. Chat. Oh man, it is great. Well, now that we've done all that, Mezzoforte, yo, thank you, man, for the 1999 super chat, man. Won a football bet tonight and enjoy watching the stream. Keep up the original quality content. Thank you, Mezzoforte. I appreciate it. It's 1999. We'll go to maybe a child I don't know I have somewhere in the world. Eventually, who knows? I appreciate it though. Let's see. Whoa, $10 super chat. Ashley Twist. Thanks for the streams, man. Ashley, thank you for the $10 super chat. Let's sing it. Thank you for the whatever super chat. $10. We could, let's play some. Play that. For the 90 super chat, $10. Oh God. Yep, that's good. Nobody wants to hear that. Yep, guys, I nailed it. I nailed it, guys. Matthew Clements, what's up? I love this song. Guys, this song's every song. 145. Everyone, this is every song. Okay, the super chats can now stop, guys. We can stop now. That's enough. Trader to the Living, thank you. Thank you so much. Trader to the Living, we're going to switch it up just for you. We're going to change this chord progression. And we're going to talk about Korg Opsix. So, first and foremost, it's just so easy to record on the Korg Opsix. What did I say? You know how it goes. We can just clear everything. Oh, it's so simple. Man, if Korg were paying me, wow, I love this synth. Record, play. Look at that. It's so easy. 1, 2, 3, 4. So easy. Oh, God. Yeah, that wasn't... Man, the Korg Opsix sucks, guys. That was definitely... That was not me. There we go. That was not me at all, guys. I've never made a mistake on a keyboard before. I don't make mistakes, guys. Oh, gosh. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat, Trader to the Living. I appreciate it. Let's do some filter stuff. I can see what I'm doing. Where am I at? There we are. Filter. Anyway, so let's actually talk to people in the real world now. Even the metronome sounds good. I lowered the volume of the metronome a ton, by the way, because I was like, that's going to be really annoying once I start to do that. So, yeah. Let's see. Give JDL Photo 1992. What up? What up? Trying to make sure I see everybody up in here. There's a lot of people in here. Edgar MP. What up? What up? Stinky Weasel. What's up? Long time no see. So, Hellbound Hillbilly. What's up? So, I want to talk about. You created us, bro. I wanted to talk about. I don't know. I guess we can talk about this. I do want to say, I hope this stays true. I don't know if it will or not, but you guys know, don't like to really do videos sponsored by the synth companies. And that's why I was able to do that spicy thumbnail, because let's just say, I don't think Korg would want me to criticize the price of something they just released immediately. But because I was able to do it in partnership with a middle company who doesn't care, boom, I can really talk about how I, felt about the Korg Opsix, which is, to be honest, I personally just feel like it is a little overpriced, and everyone can think differently. Obviously, that's the point. I just think when I'm looking at something $800 and it's built like this, I'm not, I get that, like, it's the innards that matter on something like this, but, I don't know. No aftertouch, which would be amazing on something like this. So much expression. But you don't get that. You don't get that here. Is it easy to use? Yes. Is it cool because it's kind of like drawbars? Yes. But yeah, I think I've said to a few people, I probably go with a reface from Yamaha. So that's my thought. Tony says, be a pimp and give the Opsix away. I'm trying to figure out how to do like the greatest gear giveaway ever, but I'm concerned about like rules and like regulations about giving things away, doing giveaways, because it's just like so crazy to like, you don't want to get in trouble for doing giveaways, and that's like the worst part about it, so it's just a lot, Kinda plastic, Analog Weapon says. Kinda? I mean, kinda? It literally weighs like, it weighs more right now because like I have like cords plugged in. If the cords weren't plugged in, I could like lift it so easy with one hand. It's so, I just don't know. This is not, I've played with the refaces before and they're smaller, and they feel denser. So that's why I would say if I'm going with one of these, I would go with the reface. And I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying, and there's a lot of weird quirks about it. Maybe you guys can see in this view real quick. It's kind of hard because it's like tweaking out because of the thing. But on this row, it's like data knobs. And so the problem I find is that one, all the knobs share the same endless encoder design. But what you don't get is like, there's no knob dedicated to the filter, which is fine because that's not really that's not an FM thing per se. But the endless one for the filter is just not. I don't know. I don't like it because the distance is determined by how fast you turn it. It's not easy to like, I mean, the resolution isn't bad. I'm just saying, I would have preferred, it's hard because you can't, I would just prefer one knob that you could assign to anything if it were just a potentiometer instead of an endless encoder. That's all I'm trying to say, for me personally. JDL Photo says, reface doesn't even sound like DX7. Also, here's a good point, and someone pointed this out. If you go onto like Craigslist or something right now, you could probably find a real DX7, so a genuine DX7 for like $400. So it's kind of like, if the people were really complaining that they don't get the DX7 sounds, just buy a DX7. Like, I don't know why we even have, and it's cheaper. I don't even know why people even have that like conversation, you know what I'm saying? But will it blend? This would blend. I'm pretty sure if Blend Tech could put this into a blender, this would blend. I don't know how much metal's in here. These screws are metal, but aside from that, I mean, I don't know. So, yes, thank you to not Korg for sending me this. Or, I mean, I don't know. making me do a video in exchange for it or something. Because I'm not poo-pooing it and I'm not being negative. I'm just being honest. That's where we're at, guys. Ooh, okay. So JDL Photo says there's a comparison video of the Opsix and the DX7. It nails it. Do you have the channel? Because I think people might be interested. You know? Vitaphone. What up, Marcus? What up, man? You missed me exploding a real DX7. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, you know. I like it. There's a lot of good sounds. Like let's I just want to play some sounds. Let's do it, right? Like I'm trying to like one of my favorite sounds. I'll be honest. This was my favorite sound out of the whole thing. It was in the and it's cool. The presets are actually by kind of like instrument. So like you can go to like the 200s. I guess it's in like I think it's like in the 100 something. Let's see. These are the leads. These are the basses. Basses. Where is it? Where is it? These are the strings, and then you have, I think these are like bells, and then you have basses. There you go. Oh, let's see. I never played this one. FM slap. Okay. Let's see. Obviously, I'm going to play the Michael Jackson Can't Help It lead. Oh, God. Sounds good. I like a lot of the sounds in it. Like I mean, I'm saying things that sound negative, but I like a lot of the like sounds in it. That's interesting. I mean, I really like the jazz bass. Also, it is velocity sensitive, so like you don't have to. There's no aftertouch, but the velocity sensitivity really kind of comes through on like certain instruments where you kind of like this gives more of a like attacky resonance. If you see like, you can kind of get like a nice, and then you can kind of. You know, which I like personally. Let me find this thing real quick. So 80s leads. ARP. Where is it? Well, maybe it's up. Maybe I gotta go up. Maybe I gotta go up higher. It's in here somewhere, guys. It's like a bunch of guitar sounds, which are cool. Let's see. Well, I'm going too fast, apparently. Well, we can go over some of the EP sounds, which I like. I think I really liked Just Hang On. Just Hang On was good. I like that a little bit. And you have a lot of polyphony. You have a lot of polyphony, which is nice. Okay. Yeah, so you have a lot of like flexibility here. Oh God. Forgot that I was in F minor, F sharp minor. So you have a lot of like good stuff here. You know, so like let me not poo-poo and drop it down an octave because that's probably better. So yeah, it's good. Let's drop a little sequence in real quick. Let's drop a little sequence in here. It's so easy. I mean, well, I really obviously like the Korg version of doing sequences because it's just super easy. Oh gosh. All right. Wow, let's turn around here. Hit the mic. That's a good thing. I'm using my purple seat cushion. It's like kind of in the way. Ow. Ow. Okay. Also, I kind of want to do a comparison between this and the Korg Volca FM just to see like where the sound differences are at. But we'll talk about that eventually. Sebastian asks, sorry if I'm missing your guys' chat. Sebastian asks, hey, have you done anything on the Korg MS-20 Mini? I have never seen you play one. And yes, you're right. I have never played a Korg MS-20 Mini. Not for not wanting to, but more really because I'm sort of, I don't know. It's one of those in-betweener synths where if I reviewed it or if I my experience with it when it was sort of fresh and new, I just didn't like the build quality of it. But that said, I would probably more go for the MS-20 Mini build kit because it kind of, I would like to challenge myself to build that thing and then I can get a full one, but that's also like $1,500. So getting things like that are hard. Just so, you know, whoa. Yo, thank you, Vitaphone Vision Sound. Thanks, Vargas. Thank you, man, for the tacos and cider. I had a Big Mac tonight, so I probably should have had tacos instead. My hair is crazy. What the heck is going on? Thank you for the $4.99. If you guys haven't checked out Vitaphone Vision Sound's channel, he has many synths way better than mine and obviously more diverse. A really good channel. As a YouTuber, if you hate it, we also love you if you hate the channels because it helps. Analog M3 says, thoughts on the Ultra Nova? I wouldn't say I have any. I know that I've played it once, like years ago, and it was fine. You know, I liked it. Yeah. Let's see. So you built one, Marcus. So Vitaphone Vision Sound says the MS-20 was always a cheapo build. The MS-20 kit is super simple to build. Okay, cool. I just, I know people were kind of put off by me being like, when I was going through the the Moog. What the heck is this thing? Where is it? The Moog. Whatever. I built the thing for Moog, and I thought it was gonna be hard. And people were like, "Dude, you just did some screws." Well, that's too much work for me. I am not like a DIY person, so I always really want to focus on the people who want something that has to be built, and how easy it is for the person who is not a builder. And that was easy for me. But the MS-20 Mini, that is a little bit more intimidating. But I don't know. It's just so expensive. I would try it. Yeah, Sebastian, the work set. That thing. Oh my goodness. Deckard's Dream? You can build that. Oh, I wouldn't do that. Synthetic, what's up? I was going to say the, oh yeah, let's see. Light some far, bro. I don't know what that means, but okay. I don't know what that means. So, we should get into a topic. Here they are. These are the topics again. So we got to talk about this monopoly, the Behringer monopoly. Maybe it's a Behringer monopoly on cheap synths, right? All right. Let's get into it. Let's break the mic. Let's talk about it. So, as some of you may or may not know, hopefully you do know. Maybe you don't. But now I'm telling you. The Behringer. Also shout out to Synthopia. Best synth site ever. Wow. I don't even know. Still apparently getting paid by Novation to promote the freaking Aphex Twin synth. Like, I mean, great, okay. So, I think they talked about a price here. So it looks like the Behringer monopoly paraphonic synthesizer is available for $700. Now available. So I guess you can buy it. Let's see about buying it. Want to see about, let's see. Site, okay. Let's see how many people commented on this. Probably a lot, because like every time you say the word Behringer, like 80,000 people have to say it's either the greatest thing or the worst thing, or it might not even be a conversation. It's a conversation about like trucks, and then someone says, but Behringer makes the best synthesizers. So yeah. I touched an OG monopoly one time, and I just didn't feel like, for me, it had like I just was so probably a poly guy at the time that I wanted a much more decent polyphonic synth, So that's where I was at. Poly 6. It's crazy because like, when you really think about it, this is like a lot of synth here, So you're going to get 44 key. It's going to have this cool little thing. Maybe they have a video. Let's go to the thing and watch the video. So let's see. Let's see. Is this a mock-up or is this the synth? Let's see. It looks like real. It looks real. It's hard. There's a lot of people who like look at the dislike on this. There's a lot of dislikes for just a synthesizer, and it's always just so contentious with the whole like Behringer releasing a synth thing. And also sometimes I don't like to talk about Behringer because it just, for me, it's just a piece of equipment. I don't have emotional care for or dislike whatever, but people people are like this about like Nvidia and AMD, or like Sony cameras and like Canon cameras. Like they have a screw loose with their emotional attachment to companies and corporations, which is funny. Um, I mean, it looks great. Like, I do kind of wonder how big it is. It looks pretty big. It looks pretty big. Now, you guys, what do you guys think for $700? Let's see. Behringer OP1. Okay, so I want so Econ Records. I guess it's out now, so you can buy it. $700, you know. I see. Okay, if they use the same frame as the Poly D, I actually was in Guitar Center in like West LA like last week or something, and I saw for the first time, I never saw one myself, was a Behringer Poly D, and it looked really good. Like, I can't really hate on like the Poly D. So yeah, I mean, if it's got the same build quality as the Poly D, I can't really like, you know, I just feel like anyone who hates on it is not taking it. It's like this: if you took the Behringer name away from it and just set it up and said like, hey, this is a prototype from say, I don't know, just say the Behringer, just say that this said Korg, or it says nothing, and then it's a room where there's a bunch of Korg signs, and they're like, hey guys, this is our new prototype, and then Behringer says like, oh wait, actually it's us. I don't think, and this is me, there's nothing that feels cheap on the outside. I don't know about the inner components. I don't really think about those types of things, but like, you know, every bit of it felt decently quality. So, you know, it definitely, it doesn't feel like a Fisher Price. Like, if we're talking about cheap feeling, we could talk all day about the Korg OP6 or Opsix, whatever. That's what feels cheap. But just people are interested. It's interesting. I'm sure we could. Let's find the comment where let's try the super sour comment where someone like says like how much they hate it or something, right? I don't know if they probably delete all the comments or whatever, you know. Let's see. Do I even want to go and like look for this? I mean, it seems like they interact with people pretty good as well. Yeah, a lot of people show love, you know what I'm saying? Oh gosh. Okay. Yeah, it's funny. But yeah, I think it's a cool thing. If anybody wants me to hate on Behringer because it's Behringer, I can't, because when I made my original video talking about like the difference between the I guess it was the Model D, or the Boog, whatever they called it, and then the Moog or whatever. People thought it was like, no, you're saying it's bad. And I was just trying to say like, there's a lot in the name of a synthesizer and its possible resale value and weight like in the community. Like, does it really matter to the audience? No, of course not. Like, when you play like a monopoly on like a record, if you're not a synth person, you never ask like, "Ooh, was that a monopoly?" Like, no person knows. So like, the name of the synth really doesn't matter when we're talking about like pure like musicianship and finished product. If it sounds good, it sounds good. Even when I listen to like really good music, I'm not listening to it in like an analytical type of way. Like, here's the thing, like when I listen to, like, here's someone I like Thundercat or like Mono Neon, when I listen to these guys' records, I'm never sitting there and thinking about like what brand of bass did they use, and then also what brand of strings like did they use? Are those like slinky? Like, do they use? And then like, what is that synthesizer? I hear that you're just listening to harmony and melody and rhythm, and so the whole super like cultish thing around it is weird to me because I'm a musician. I like making music. The brands are fun as long as the designs are fun, but getting emotionally like super like invested in them, I don't know. That's not for me. And also, no one cares. No one who is just a normal consumer of your music cares as long as the components, the harmony and the melody are really good, you know? So yeah, guys. It's me. Guys, have you noticed I don't care about these synthesizers. Like I wish I could stress this more. I like the things that I have and I've kept them for a long time. And this is why maybe I take a different perspective where I don't want companies to like give me things because like I don't want it. I feel a conflict of interest, and I know not everyone feels that way. I feel a conflict of interest, and so I just want to, you know, just try to voice it. It doesn't really matter. So 4 voices is cool. You think $700 is a bit much? You guys think $700 is a bit much? Can we talk about the wall of XLR? Yeah, I don't even know what that is. Probably some kind of test bench. Any favorite tracks or sound you love the most about the monopoly? I have no idea. I'm sure I could find, like, can anyone in the chat name maybe a monopoly song like that, you know, for sure was played on like a monopoly? I would really like to know that if we could. Flying Lotus is definitely not here, though. Maybe I could DM him and he would, but yeah, I'm not gonna I've been wanting to ask him to do something for like a favor lately for the channel, but I don't know. I always feel weird asking stars, you know, who are like much bigger than I am about like stuff like this. So it looks big in some parts. Like here, it's weird. So like this is kind of interesting. In this picture, it looks small for some reason, but in this, it looks huge. It's just camera angles, you know. But that's really like, isn't that kind of weird? Like, look how big. Like his hand looks huge here, but then here his hand looks really small. I know it's further away, but just kind of a perspective thing. That's why I was kind of like, how big is the thing? But if someone says it's the Model D size, the Poly D size, then I know exactly what that's like, which is cool. Hey, I mean, Philo's been in the chat before. Flying Lotus can come in whenever he wants. Facebook.com. Yeah, Facebook. Facebook. Does the size of the electronics actually change the sound? I have no idea. So, okay, so you guys are saying $700 is cheap for this. Okay. Rockstar Jazz Cat, no. Revolution? Is that a band? Depeche Mode, nearly all early stuff. Okay. Vincent Clark. Okay. Interesting. You know, it's always hard because for me when I look at these things, I'm really big on what is it doing different, if that makes sense. You know, like when I look at like pieces from these companies where they're kind of going after what I like to call nostalgia market, you know? Like me. This is me who let me put this into perspective, right? Me who my personal favorite classic analog synth of all time is the Juno 106. That is my most favorite classic synth of all time, right? If Behringer released literally a Juno 106 like part for part like tomorrow, and they released it for $700, right? I still wouldn't get it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that's like, it just depends. Like, I'm not really a nostalgia person. So Behringer, like their market, people think like, oh, the people who wanted like people who blah blah. It's like, I don't want the new Prophet 5. I don't want the I wouldn't want a Juno 106 from Behringer. They could call it the Buno 106. I wouldn't want it just because I'm not a nostalgia person. So yes, they're good, but like, I don't know. They could just call it they could call it the Behringer 4, the Behringer 4 Plus, right? But they don't, because they're going after a nostalgia market. And, you know, they also know that people know what those sound like, so they want to release them to sort of, so that you understand what it's like, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, the Juno 106, I would actually, instead of getting a Juno 106, even though I know it's super expensive, I would probably just get a Juno 106 with the what's that upgrade that you can get? Can somebody maybe remind me? There's a specific upgrade that you can do to the Juno 106 to like give it like all this more like power and stuff with like MIDI and all this stuff. It's like a mod. There's a specific mod for the Juno 106. I know someone's gonna know it because you guys are better than me. So I'm gonna wait. Yep, see? JDL Photo 1992, the Kiwi mod. And other people are gonna say it. Vital Vision Sound, yep, the Kiwi upgrade. See, I do these live streams to learn. I don't know if you guys realize, like, I obviously have a lot of fun with these because I'm as much of like a nerd, but I'm never like remembering or like in the trenches as much. So appreciate it, guys. Yeah, the Kiwi mod. Someone said something earlier on that I liked. Where was it? Where was this? Someone said something. Oh yeah, JDL Photo 1992 says, nostalgia is $1 billion market, amigo, from clothes to every object, film, and music you can think of. And he's right, you know, like, even, and that even proves me wrong. I look over here, like the Prophet 6 is over here, but it's like over there. It's always here. So like the Prophet 6, right? I bought it, not because if Dave Smith maybe hadn't called it the Prophet, maybe I wouldn't have got it. Like that's a thing, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to think. When it comes to clothes and stuff, I know I have that Nike jacket, okay? Nobody say anything because I have that Nike jacket. But I'm kind of like a weird minimalist about clothing. I don't like to buy a lot of clothes. If you guys have noticed, I wear the same like t-shirt in like different colors like all the time because I have literally like 10 of the same thing over and over and over because I'm just like, I have no fashion. And if anybody thinks I do, I have like 3 shirts that were cool and fashionable in my days of playing like live or whatever, which I wore a lot in the earlier videos, and I still wear on my Halloween episodes. So yeah, but yeah, nostalgia is super big business. I mean, every time I play a Zelda game, I'm playing it because ooh, that reminds me, Zelda The Age of Calamity comes out tomorrow. Guys, I'm excited. I have so much work to do between like now and Monday, but like I'm buying the Zelda Age of Calamity tomorrow at Target, like very early in the morning, guys. So yeah, very excited. Yeah, that was my ultra excited face. Don't nobody clip that. That was very hilarious. Um, let's see. Francisco Nunez says, I was looking for a Roland JDXI, but I don't like that it's 5+ years old. I want new gear. And you know what's crazy, Francisco? Um, I have been just itching to do the video where I revisit my thoughts on the Roland JDXI. And I've said it before probably, but the Roland JDXI is such a like weird synthesizer, but like it is so like awesome to me. And even back then when I had it, aside from the menus that I think are just too clunky, but you realize eventually why they're so clunky. The synth is literally like, there's so many like parts inside of that, like in terms of like you have the, you know, I guess you could call it like the analog part. And then you have the whole like, I forget what it's called, like the natural engine. There's so much in there. I still say JDXI, aside from the menus, if you can get on with that, is just the best like synth for like $500. Like you cannot beat like that synth. Like I just think it's amazing what they did there. Let's see. Oh, you just got Breath of the Wild? I haven't tried the Core Gadget. I thought the Core Gadget. No, I haven't tried that. Hellbound Hillbilly says, I just got the Breath of the Wild. You know, I beat Breath of the Wild twice, actually, because I loved it so much. I remember, I just, you know, I have so much nostalgia for being like a little kid and playing Zelda Ocarina of Time that, like, I don't know, man. Like, the Breath of the Wild just took me back to, like, being a little kid again. So, oh, man. I was like, yeah, I love that, man. That was so great. Got my mom one. That's awesome. Yeah, I know. And JDL Photo says, if you want to end all be all digital synth, just get a virus. And like, you know, I kind of feel that when people say like for me, I think of it like this. And I know this is probably a weird way to say it, but like, if I'm going to get a synthesizer now, I want it to be like, I just want one, right? So for me, the Prophet 6, I keep looking over here. The Prophet 6, which sits here, for me is like the only polyphonic analog synthesizer I personally need. Like, I never want for a different one. The Tempest is the only drum machine I want. I never want for another one of those. I mean, the Sub 37, I have a specific reason why I like it, but if you turn down like the input to the filter a little more, you can get a little less saturation and get more of that like vintagey Moog sound. And if you push it a little harder, you can definitely get that more saturated modern Moog sub sound, I guess you could say. I like that bass. I like that bass part of it. So yeah, I still actually, and that is one thing, maybe I need to make a video about like my search for the ultimate digital synthesizer, because like I've had my mind set on the Model 002, but as you can see, I still don't have one because it costs $2,800, and I would honestly want one like brand new. It's hard. So I'd want, if I was gonna get a virus would be great. But also, I don't want the virus because it's so like fallen on the wayside, you know, for support and all this stuff. I see just people just dying complaining about that all the time. So I don't want to go down the route of getting a piece that's totally like antiquated at this point, or like archaic. Man, I'm not going through these topics fast enough. We got to switch this up though. I know people hate me now. Let's see. What can we do? need to find that dang sound, man. I can't believe oh, here we go. Here we go. There we go. I found it. So, oh, I like this. This was like it's like a wah guitar kind of thing, which is kind of cool. It's kind of a cool sound. I like that sound, but I'm trying. Where is this? Where is this? Brass. Dude, where is this sound? I think. I think it was this one. It's hard for me to like remember, but I like this sound when I heard it originally. It was kind of like cool because you have a different like feel of the maybe you guys can hear it, right? But kind of get like a cool delay or whatever. I'll put this like midway or whatever so you can hear it. You know? It sounds okay. It sounds pretty. I think it sounds good. I'm a big fan of this. You know, it's kind of like it's a very good like I think it's a very good you know, like this is a sound that just totally drew me drew me in so that the quality that you could get out of this if you really decided to spend a little time, you know what I'm saying? I think it's cool. I think it's cool. Big fan of that. Let's make a. We have to make a little thing now. Let's do a little. Let's make a little. Look at that. Look how easy it is to clear. I just love how easy it is to clear. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's drop a little filter on that. All right. Though I will say their whole like step sequencer thing is kind of a joke with the like limit you get. It's kind of a joke. Okay. Next up, the 5 Retro Synths album. So this is artist audience participation. So this is gonna get kind of big in the chat because you guys are gonna list them. But basically, what I wanted to know and what I did myself, I put them down. So the concept is you have to make the ultimate retro between like retro sounding to the general public between the 80s and like I'll just say between 1980 and 1987. They're making the most quintessential retro album. But you have to use, you can use a DAW of course, but you only get to pick 5 pieces of equipment. So I want you guys to list for the 5 Retro Synths album the 5 synthesizers that you would pick. I'll go through mine and then I'm gonna go through the chat and read like what you guys pick for your 5. So let's jump over there and talk about my first choice in this. For me, my first choice is the Sequential Circuits Prophet 10. That is my choice for like my first synthesizer that I would pick. Right? It's a good synthesizer. I picked this over the Prophet 5. My second synthesizer, I mean, I don't even know why. I picked it because of the Prophet 10. Like, I mean, whatever. Second synth I picked is the Oberheim OBXA. Obviously, the Prophet and the Oberheim OBXA have a different sound, so that's why I picked it. Third synth I picked, because I obviously need one of these. I picked the DX7 II, not just the DX7, because you can do like layering on the DX7 II, and that might be cool, right? The third that I picked, fourth, is the Korg VC10. Now, this is not like making the vocoder is not say 80s per se, but I'm trying to pick something I would want to make as in my personality. So Korg VC10, and then I had to pick a drum machine. Now this is where I have a hard time. I don't have almost any experience with retro drum machines, but people have said that this is the easiest one to kind of get into. So I just went with the quintessential Lindrum. I have seen it and I have touched it in a way, but you can use a DAW. So I would probably I wouldn't sequence on it probably. I would just find some sounds that I liked and like mess with them. This is what I picked instead of a 808 or a 909. I went with the, I probably could have gone better with a different one, but yeah, this is what came to mind for me. So yeah, guys, can you, I see some people leaving theirs, just like drop a list of 5, you know what I'm saying? I want to see them. So yeah, Prophet 10, OB8. I could probably switch the Prophet 10 out for a Juno 106, but I wanted to make it even, I just wanted it to be the most retroist sounding, so that's where I went. So Prophet 10, OB8, XA, sorry, DX7 II, VC10, and the Lindrum. Yeah. So yeah, let's see. Kawaii K4, K4. JDL photo to TI2, but he also said, let's see, Juno 106, Prophet 5, OBXA, oh, Roland D50, okay. 2T, okay. Rockstar Jazzcat says Mini Moog, Jupiter, Poly Moog. Okay, that's an interesting choice. Poly Moog, DX7, and the weird one on the dark side of the moon. Okay, cool. Lindrum, let's see. Vitaphone Vision Sounds says Model D, Moger Behringer, fair enough. Prophet 5 or 6, ARP Odyssey, good choice. DX7 or OP6, Lindrum. Okay, that's a good list of like, you know, almost like say like when I used to like do like gear that I'd have to get like line for when I rent it, like here in LA. You'd like pick one synth that you wanted, and then you'd pick a different synth that was like it. So this is a good synth if they didn't have it, you know, if it was already rented out or something. That's a good list. Okay. Okay, LM1, Rev 2, Microwave Q, ESQ1, ASR10. Wow, okay. Interesting choice, but I like that. Wow, this is a very interesting one. Kaj loves, I probably said that wrong, but I'm just going to say KAJ Kaj, says Waldorf Iridium, Essence FM, Virus TI2, Axolotl. I don't even know some of those. So cool. Bagel of the Future says Juno 106, Korg M1, interesting choice, CS80, Ondes Martin, nah, what is that? Teleharmonium. I'm gonna have to look that up. I don't even know what that is. River Jarman says a Jupiter 6, Juno 106, Yamaha DX7, ESQ1, Roland 1080. Okay, nice. The Jersey Bloke, Korg Poly 6, Juno 60 is a good choice, I think. OBXA, yeah, that's cool. Korg M1, twice I've seen that. Icy Kangaroo, like that name, says Monopoly, MPC 100, Andromeda, Jupiter, and the Voyager. Okay. Synthetic. Okay. You went big. The Fairlight CM. Okay. Lin, LM13, Oberheim, OBX. Okay, Roland D505. Okay, interesting. Prophet VS. Good choice. Very good choice. Very, very good choice. Didn't even think to go Prophet VS. One of those synths I just want to try. I just have so much like, I think I'd like it so much. I probably won't, but like, cool. That's very cool. Prophet VS. Very cool. JDL Photo says, with all due respect, the Juno 60 is overrated, overpriced. And then someone says Juno 60. CS80, Moog Prodigy, Lindrum, Roland Space Echo. Okay. You know, it's interesting. That is a good, if I were to say like go Dallas, I definitely would be like, okay, I need to have something. I need to, and yeah, the Space Echo might be a choice. Good one. Someone says Mono Machine. Poly 1, Pro 1, good choice. So a JV 2080, Moog DX7, Z1, and a 707. Okay. The SEM Emax. Okay. D50, Poly 6, ARP 2600, OBXA, Lindrum. That's like a solid like, bam, you know. Memory Moog, going big. Jupiter 8, Juno 106, Any Prophet, Chromo Polaris. Okay, interesting choice. Yeah. And I wouldn't even want to say top 5 retro synths. This is like, because it could vary, and I see a lot of people putting their personal like choices in there. You know what I'm saying? Which I like to see. Microsoft Paint Windows 95. Not the album art. You don't get to do the album art. MC 707. All the sounds. Okay, Juno 106, Moog Source. Okay, the Oscar, MPC 60, and ARP 2600. Okay. Korg MS10. Wow, did my phone die? All right, well, now I got to read it from the actual chat, guys. So, Hate me that I have to look over here all the time now, but my phone be... No, actually I could plug my phone in. Why did it die like that? I need to work on my phone charging abilities. What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me, guys? All right. Don't worry, I can do this. I can do this. So, let's move this to a different perspective real quick. Okay. Okay. Let's see. PV Paradox? I don't even know what that is. The realistic Moog. So the what is that? The Radio Shack Moog? Okay. All right, let's cover since I can't really look this way anymore, we're going to talk about the this, cuz I saw the story for this, the Roland RS9. If you guys haven't seen it, we can get into it. So the Roland RS9, I love Ask Audio now because they have such gigantic pictures. So I guess there's, and maybe you guys can talk, you know, I guess give your feedback on this, not to me, but to whomever. I guess Behringer is saying that they are making some new synths, right? So this looks like a design draft of I guess it's what is this? An RS9 is a 90, what is this? 909? RD9? RD9? Is that like a 909? I don't even know. I can't really do two windows now because oh God, 696. Okay. I can't really do both because my phone's over here. Anyway, I don't know what this is. So, does it look interesting? If it looks it looks really crazy, like in terms of like what this could be, you know? Like look at all this. Look at all this. This is like, oh, this is a ton. I guess the 909. What is it? Okay. People are saying okay. Oh, it's a 909 clone. Okay. Okay. I don't know. As a person who is going to have to make a video soon regarding like how he has no idea why he built the Eurorack that he did. I mean, obviously I'm not interested in anything else until I figure out how to go back and recreate my Eurorack the way that I should have for my own personal like taste in music. You know, I don't even hate to say it, but you know, I made a mistake in creating the Eurorack setup that I have. Is it a cool Eurorack setup? Yeah, I'm sure people would say that's cool, but it is very far away from something that inspires me to make music with it, and therefore it is a personal failure, especially because I've probably spent, I don't know, I've spent like $4,000 on my Eurorack or something, you know, personally, and I don't use it. And so lesson learned. I didn't take my own advice, and here we are. So this is cool, but no, we're not getting this. And also it depends on the price or if it ever comes out. But it's cool. I will say it's cool that Behringer asked their community and says like, hey, do you guys want this? And you tell us, because if you like this, we'll make it. And I think that's cool. I mean, you never really get like the other companies doing anything even close to that, you know. Nobody's really wanting your feedback about their product lines or whatever. So, I mean, maybe they're doing it right, you know. They know they have the supply chain locked down, so they can do things probably at even a loss. So that's an advantage, you know. What up, Musico? What up? All right, guys, it's time. Someone brought this up earlier, so it's time, and I haven't done this yet. But it's time for classic synth. The bottom there. It's time for classic synth. So, classic synth for this week is. Can you guess? Can you guess? Alesis Andromeda A6. Classic. Is it classic? Now, Alesis Andromeda is still, to me, a powerhouse of a synthesizer. We're talking 16 voices of polyphony. Now, is it the most amazing thing on earth? No. In terms of usability? No. Obviously not. No one would say that. But you name me another synth that did 16 voices of polyphony. Now, yes, the Rev 2, sure. But this was... What year did this come out? 2000... It came out 20 years ago. And you're getting 16 voices of analog polyphonic synthesizer. It's crazy. Multi-mode filter. Look at this. This is a crazy piece of equipment. It's almost unfathomable how powerful the Alesis Andromeda was 20 years ago. I feel old. That's crazy. Let's see. So Vitaphone Vision Sound says, oh, heels, yes. Okay. But also a great point. JDL Photo says, once those things break, no turning back. And yeah, oof. And I want to make this video so bad, but I'm afraid of the backlash from sadly, the community that we have that would be so annoyed. But I don't buy old vintage analog synths anymore. And the Alesis Andromeda, while not vintage, not 40 years old, still a 20-year-old piece of equipment with a very small amount of people who can fix it. I would rather spend my $6,000 on a Prophet 10, even though it's not even close to the same thing. I would just rather spend my money on something where I just send it to the company, I pay the money, and they fix it. This could be a work of... This might be a labor of love synthesizer, you know? Once things start to go wrong. So... both classes and classic. Yeah, it's classes because only the high class people can buy it. What up, Dustin? Dustin Cassidy says, not classic, but a serious behemoth. I know, these classic synths make me feel old, right? Like, I look at this and I'm like, 20 years ago, I'm like, wait, how do I even remember this? But yeah, it's crazy. Friend has one in his garage, Rockstar Jazz Cat says. Wow. I would never keep this in my garage unless it was in like a flight case. Let's see. Okay, so we have someone who's saying to the contrary. So the Jersey bloke, because I got that right. The Jersey bloke says Alesis Andromeda equals stank butt. I don't know if that's a stank like stankonia, because like stankonia is like a good thing. So not sure. But yeah, let's see. Dueth met whatever. Someone is saying, but who got them 16 fingers though? And you're right. But for me, it's all about like, you know, it's just, you know, the ability to do different things, you know? I want to be able to hold the sustain pedal and just kind of like that's what I want to do on the Andromeda, you know? That's what I want to do. Now, I don't have 16 fingers, but I would love it. Let's see. I wonder how much one goes for. Should we check? Should we check eBay? I want to check eBay for the price of one real quick. So here we go. Now you guys know what I've been looking at on eBay now. New wheels for my car, beds. I was looking at some synthesizers, and of course I bought this, the MixPre 3. So a certain person in the chat is gonna be happy I'm looking at the MixPre 3 right now. But let's see, Elisa Andromeda. Oh yeah. Yeah, see, guys, I buy my own stuff. I don't just get it. I have to buy it. Okay, Alesis Andromeda. Let's see. I see some people saying 4 to 5K. Wow. Yeah, that's about right. 4K. Let's see what they sold for. Let's see, completed items. That's not a bad price. Somebody got one for $33.50. That's not a bad price. 35. Don't know why these are here. 33, 35. I actually feel like that's low. It looks like people are really letting them go right now. What is this? Are you guys seeing this? What is this? New York? Look at this. Oh my goodness. Wow. Are you guys seeing this? Wow. This is pretty incredible. I don't even know. Let's see if he has more photos. I mean, he has close-ups, but like, I feel like this first picture is just like a show-off picture, but like, wow. Wow, that's incredible. Yeah, this is incredible. 8's everywhere, says haha nerd porn. Yeah. Yeah, it's gotta be a repair shop, but like, wow, like, I don't know. I'm seeing prices on these. You guys can't probably see it because it's not big enough for you, but like, these yellow tags are like prices. These look like prices. Yeah, look, he's flexing. There's no reason for this picture. There is absolutely no reason for this picture. It's ridiculous. But he's going $39.99. I don't know who this is. ARP. Well, let's check his. Let's see. This guy, Armin 1959. Let's see about his store. Armin's. Oh, it's Armin's Music Instruments. It is a repair shop. Yeah, Armin. I don't even know what that is. Yeah, I'm learning, guys. We're learning. I think you get, let's see all items for sale. Wow. Guys, wow. 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 Look at this. This is incredible. Wow. This is incredible. Wow. This is crazy. So someone says I don't mess with Armin's. Yeah, all the synths fell on the guy. A CS80, a CS80, you move it and there's like a dead person under it. I mean, some of these prices are a little dumb. A Moog sub fatty for 1,000, it's kind of dumb. That's a dumb price. DX7S is interesting. It's interesting. Yeah, the prices are a bit. The prices are a bit crazy to me. Well, I don't know. Oh wait, sorry. This is a Jupiter 80 new one, not a real Jupiter. My bad. I was tricked, guys. Prophet 6, 2300 is not bad. I don't think that's a terrible price. Trying to see if he's got more vintage stuff. Okay, see, here's where you run into a rub for me, right here. Roland Juno 106, 2195. If you all saw the video of the synths I regret selling, the top synths I regret selling, you would know that within that video, I speak of the Juno 106 that I sold for $450. I sold my Juno 106. I sold a Juno 106, my favorite vintage analog synthesizer, for $450. I sold it. Okay? And then this guy, $21.95. That's a little, that's too much. I still wouldn't buy one. I wouldn't even buy a Juno 106 for if someone had it for sale. If someone had it for sale for $350, I'd buy it. But aside from $350, I'm not buying a Juno 106. It's pointless to me. Yeah. Yeah, this price is crazy. I don't know, man. But yeah, that's the rub with me. It's like I would much rather not. Oh boy. Well, he doesn't discriminate. He's got a Behringer Neutron, guys. He's not discriminating for all those Behringer people. Don't worry. Don't worry, guys. Yeah, I mean, these are really. I mean, it's hit or miss here. I mean, I don't even know why I'm looking. I'm doing what I used to do. I'm looking at it, my mouth is watering, and I gotta stop. This is how people end up buying stuff. I don't buy stuff. I'm not interested. I don't buy stuff. All right. What? Ooh, guys, we're hitting that time limit, y'all. It's about that time. So, thank you for joining me for the, whatever we do. I don't know what this is. Should play everyone out. Or I pick like a nice, what is that? I haven't really picked, I haven't messed with the strings. Let me go to the strings real quick. Kind of want to see, let me see. I don't really go to these, so let's see. Wow, that is a big sound, guys. That's a pretty big sound, guys. So here's the question, guys. I could do a major third. Really make this thick. Do we do a major third? We could switch it all. We could do minor. We could do minor now. Should make everything. Sounds good. What's up, Mr. Basic? I mean, it sounds good. Sebastian, peace, man. I don't think anyone thinks it doesn't sound good, you know? So yeah, seems good, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, 8's everywhere. $800 is expensive, but it doesn't sound bad. That's my thing. It does not sound bad. I would never, it does not sound bad. Okay? The price is hopefully going to drop. Yamaha seems to be the only company that just keeps a stupid reface CP at the same dang price forever, and it's annoying. Justin Cassidy says, is it fun to program on? Fun? Fun? I would not say fun. No. Fun is subjective. To me, there's not a lot of synths that are fun to program on. Like, I wouldn't. You talk to me about the Tempest is my favorite, like my favorite synthesizer drum machine ever. It is the worst thing to program ever, but it doesn't make it bad for me. This is maybe the same way if someone's really into FM. It's not fun per se, but it's also much easier than maybe the alternatives. That's how I'd say it. Oh, anyway, what am I doing talking here, guys? We're done. Thank you guys for coming again. We will do this again next week, as always, guys. So I appreciate everybody coming, and we're going to end this with this epic arpeggiator. And as we said last week, keep watching the skies.